Servus and welcome to Flo's German Kitchen. I'm Flo, this is my kitchen and I show you how to cook the German way. Today you see, meat, lot of spices and heavy machinery. So it looks like we're making sausage today, and that's exactly it. Today we're gonna make Lyoner sausage. Leona is named after a town in France called Lyon, but still it's a German sausage. Nobody in Lyon knows that there is something like Leona sausage. Just like the Viennese guys, they don't say Wiener, they say Frankfurter. So whatever, Leona definitely is one of the German sausages. Everybody loves it for a Brotzeit on a bread and of course for Wurstsalat. For the Leona we need lots of meat. I got 400 grams of lean beef, 600 grams of lean pork, 600 grams of pork back fat, and spices that I'm gonna introduce later. We need 400 grams of crushed ice and of course a good guzzle of German beer. Wunderbar. Let's start cutting the meat. The size of the pieces doesn't matter a lot. The only thing you have to take care of is that your meat grinder can handle the size. That's all there's to it. I'll set up the meat grinder and see you in a minute. When you grind the meat, one thing is important, that you separate the lean meat from the fat, because later during the process it's gonna be a two-step thing. First you process the lean meat and later you add the fat, so keep it separate. That's all. Let's get the machine running. So I continue with the fat. It doesn't matter that there is still some lean meat left. We don't need to be too strict. So let's get the machine running. So I'm done here. I'll set up the food processor and see you in a couple of minutes. When processing sausage meat, one thing is important: to keep an eye on the temperature of the meat. The one thing is, you don't want to go above 12 to 13 degrees Celsius, because at that point it will stop the process of emulsifying the sausage meat. Also, you don't want the temperature to be too low, because if it's just something above zero, the spices won't be able to develop their full potential. So the art is to go close to the 10-12 degrees, but not above. I start with processing the lean meat and I add curing salt and cutter aids. Talking about curing salt, I'm using the German nitrit pickles. That contains 0.5% of sodium nitrite. So if you're using any other products with a different concentration of sodium nitrite, please do the math. Taking too much sodium nitrite can be bad for your health. So let's start with the meat. The cutter aids and the curing salt. Also, I add about 1/3 of the crushed ice. And start the emulsification. I start at low speed so that everything gets mixed first, and then I increase the speed so that it gets to really be fine cut. I think that's mixed pretty well. I speed up. Okay, I check the temperature. 3.5 degrees. Nothing to worry about. So temperature is fine, 6.5 Celsius, that's great. The consistency is already pretty creamy, so I can continue with using the fat. And a little later start adding the spices. Yeah, one day I'll get myself a bigger processor, more than 2 kilos of sausage meat I cannot make in this thing. I add the crushed ice and then the thing is really full, another chunk. That didn't get crushed very well. Anyway, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, temperature is fine, just reaching the 10 degrees, that's okay. The texture is very nice, very creamy. Good time to add the spices. I start with mace spice, cardamom, paprika powder, white pepper, and ginger powder. I will write the exact amounts in the video description. This looks great. Once again, I have to set up machinery. I'll see you in a minute. We start stuffing the sausage. So I've set up my sausage stuffer. This is actually a premiere for me. Usually I do those boiling sausages in a mason jar or in a Schinkenfee. Today I'm gonna make it with the sausage stuffer. If you want to know how that works with a mason jar, just have a look at my video on how I make German Jagdwurst. You'll find the link here. Enjoy it. And now I'm gonna stuff this. As with every sausage, when you stuff it, one important thing is to make sure you don't have too much air in the casing. Yeah, that's already enough. I need some space to twist the casing. And I've even bought myself a little tool for that. Let's see how that works. This is fiddly. I could really need a third hand. Thank you. Here we go. This goes in the pot at about 75 degrees for 1.5 hours, and then I'll see you again. Whoa, that was a bit of a bumpy ride, but finally I got it. Lyoner sausage. I had some issues because I think I bought the wrong casing. The sausage meat, when you boil it, it expands, and quite a lot of the sausages actually burst. It's not a problem. Runter, runter, runter. Yeah, she does it, but she always talks back. This is the one that I could rescue, and I think it looks beautiful and it smells delicious. But the sausages that got burst are no problem. I had a good purpose for them, because the thing I like most about Leona is making a Swabian sausage salad or a Swiss sausage salad from it. Another problem was the timing. It was actually pretty late when I shot the video last night, and somehow in my calculation I forgot that the sausage also has to cool down after boiling it. So I decided to just let it cool down overnight, give it some rest. So here we are it's another day. It's the same shirt, but still works. Don't worry. And so here we are with a good piece of sausage, and let's give it a try. A German dinner often is a Brotzeit. We have a good piece of German bread, some butter on it, some sausage, bit of mustard, and pickles. Now let's give it a try. This is just a fantastic combination. I love the sausage. I'll also try a slice without the bread. Yeah, it is chewy. It is pretty solid, spicy, slightly peppery. Wonderful. I love that. And the good thing about a bread is I've made this myself, and you can do it as well. This is a Besenleib, a bread they sell in Swabia. And if you want to know how that works, leave me a comment. I might make a video about how to bake this kind of bread. I go back to the sausage. Yeah, this is just great. I'm not gonna try the Wurstsalat right now because I've done a video about that already. If you want to know how to make Wurstsalat from that wonderful kind of Leona or from a Bologna you buy in the shop, just click on this video. And I'm enjoying my sausage. I love it so much that I just don't want to stop eating. So let's wrap this up. Make your own Leona. Enjoy German cooking. Cheers on German Leona. Wunderbar.